you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
An exceptional car buying experience is closer than you think. Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear has the best prices, service, and selection. Why go anywhere else? At Mike Birch, you don't have to haggle, and you'll get top dollar for your trade. Our finance team's ready to help, even when others can't. No matter where you are, buying a new car has never been easier than at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and at MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner, right on the price. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch.
And you're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 in your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you, along with Bob Morgan on this Tuesday morning, the 6th day of February. It is 8 o'clock, and it's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And we got a couple of guests this morning, one on the phone, and some folks there in the studio, out there in the green room. So we'll get started with our first guest this morning, which will be State Senator Blake Tillery. And Tuesdays with Tillery, and our world-famous Butch and Bob Show is brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, by Republic Services, and by Murphy Builder Supply. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
All right. Well, we got the Senator Blake Tillery on the phone with us right now. Go ahead and fire away the questions.
Okay. Well, again, you're in again on Tuesday. Just give us an update on what's taking place up there in the legislature.
Well, we're 15 days through, Bob, and now it's just really starting to grind now. Yesterday, well, first of all, last time we talked, I think it was last Tuesday, I told you it was about to be Tillery Day. I had two bills on the floor, one dealing with Medicaid fraud, one dealing with juvenile justice. Both of those passed unanimously. So we moved on and got into this week. Yesterday was, we finally finalized the adoption bill sent to the governor. And that's a big deal for Georgians with 14,000 kids in foster care homes across our state. But it's also a big deal for the legislature because that was sort of the one of the linchpins of the House really wanted to get it done. We had some disagreements on the Senate side, and then we even had disagreements within the Senate. So to be able to finally put that one over to the side, let us dive right into the next big issue we always deal with, which is the budget. And literally, we started right afterwards. I had meetings yesterday on two parts of the budget. I'm on appropriations this year. So I have two of those committee meetings then, and I have another one on agriculture, which is obviously very big to our area today. Another bill that I want to tell you about that came up yesterday was kind of interesting and helps people understand the political process a little bit. There was a bill about the lottery. If you win the lottery, obviously they may use your face and say, you know, Bob won $1 million, and use your picture and use that to kind of pick up their ticket sales a little bit. A bill came to the Senate yesterday that would say that if you won anything in the lottery, you could actually keep your name from being released. That's how it originally came to the Senate. You would have to pay 4% of the earnings, up to 4%, and they would not ever release your name. Well, in the debate process, that bill changed substantially. By the end of it, you didn't have to pay anything. You didn't have to ask them to keep your name private. Your name was automatically private. And it was just kind of an interesting thing. Folks think that decisions are already made before you come to the floor. Well, no, they're not. It's fluid this entire time.
Well, the lottery thing's interesting because, you know, we've had that issue in the past. The Georgia Lottery wants to promote the lottery, so when somebody in this area wins, we explain to them, they send us the press release. So, you know, we think we're doing them a favor by releasing the information, and the person calls and says, hey, I didn't want anybody to know I won that money. So explain
exactly, and it's gotten to be a safety issue. I don't know if you recall this or not, but I believe it was in Richmond Hill, just a little bit north of us. Someone won $400,000, and then somebody robbed them. It literally broke into their house. So it's not just a good PR piece, but it's also a safety piece.
Right. Like I said, a lot of people just don't want to know that they won the money. You know, a lot of people, when they win, they don't even come forward for quite some time because they just, you know, they got to get things in order. And, you know, as they joke all the time, when you win the lottery, you find out you have more relatives than you really knew. You know, people come out of the woodwork wanting to borrow money and ask for money and things like that.
Right. Well, the way that bill passed was sent yesterday, you were automatically, your identity's automatically private unless you want to release it. It doesn't cost you anything, and that's if you win more than $250,000. The reason it was left at that level is just administratively it would have been a little bit more difficult for them to do it across the board. So that'll go to the House. We'll see what Representative Wertheiser and Representative Nimmer have to say about it. It should end up on their desk sometime in the next week or two.
Just reading some of the other items going on, I did see an article where several Democrats, I think 6, are trying to push the legalization of marijuana. You think that'll go anywhere in the state?
I don't know if it will this year, but I do think it's coming quicker and quicker, particularly in medical instances. I'm getting calls from folks in our district, folks who are above 60, above 70 a lot of times, who have tried it for pain purposes. Some of the issues may not cause as many side effects as some of the opioids that we have. I'm not a doctor. I'll have to rely on the medical folks to give me some advice on that one. But when you have people who are in chronic pain, no one wants to see that.
What else is taking place? You need to mention that the budget is the second item after the adoption bill. Is there a third, fourth, and fifth item? You list them as important-wise, what the legislature likes to get to see done this session?
Well, it's just sort of the issues that take the air out of the room at the time, and right now it's the little budget. Dealing with that, the biggest thing on that part is having to shore up our K-12 system. We're still a growing state. We still have people moving in, so we use that every day to try to equalize out the QBE formula. Educators will tell you, though, that we don't always get that right. Today, just in particular, though, is kind of a big day for Wayne County. The city of Jessup has a bunch of folks up here. Y'all were recognized we were recognized as a Plan First community, and the governor is going to be here and awarding them for that this morning at 9 o'clock. What that means is it makes them eligible for, among other things, $250,000 more in CDBG grants annually, and usually where you can only apply for a CDBG Community Block Development Grant every 2 years, it allows you to do that every year. And they did that by showing that they had a plan for where they wanted our community to go, a plan for what they wanted our community to look like. So I applaud your local officials. That's not something we do on the state level. That's something that you do at home. And I applaud your local officials for getting in line for that and being awarded for that this morning.
Speaking of local issues, attended the county meeting last night. Again, I know you and Chad and Bill Wertheiser have talked to our local officials. One thing they keep stressing is the flip of money. They say for some reason it's 2 years behind. Where we stand on that? Why can't counties receive that money on time, and why are they constantly behind the situation? Because the school board and the county state they desperately need that money.
Right. The flip, they've got a incredibly valid point. That's part of what we're going to be bringing up in this budget, talking about that again. A very, very valid point on the 2 year behind part. It always runs 1 year behind, but there is absolutely no reason why we should have already paid 15. That makes absolutely no sense. And I know Representative Nimmer is very aware of that and looking at that as well. He's actually the chairman of part of the budget committee that is over that through DOR. So he's got some play and a lot of strength on that area, and I know that's something he's looking at for our area.
Right, because it puts a lot of strain on these, counties like Wayne, Long, Appleton, things like that. I mean, they need that kind of money to, when you talk about budgets, they got budgets as well. But when they don't have the money, it's hard to budget when you don't have the money.
Right, Wayne is one of the largest because of the extreme amount of timberland that we have in Wayne County.
All right. Anything else on the horizon? Anything else we need to know about before we let you go?
No. Yeah, well, I want to let you know about one thing. I still have one page spot left. Most of them are full, so if anyone has a child, I think you have to be above the age of 12 who wants to come up and page this session, please call my assistant, Kathleen, at the office. It's 404-656-0089. We'd love to have you. I think you get $5 on a lunch or something like that, or $5 for lunch, so it's not a paid position. But you do get to hang around the Capitol for the day, kind of see what's going on, and hear some of these debates in the chamber.
Okay, Blake, again, appreciate you being here every Tuesday. Look forward to next Tuesday as well. And, again, appreciate you being here on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good morning.
Okay, take care, Blake. All right. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. State Senator Blake Tillery. Tuesdays with Tillery. We appreciate Senator Tillery calling in each Tuesday morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. All right, we got more guests coming up here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. They're out in the green room. We'll have them on the air in about a minute.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, 6th day of February. And Bob, more guests in this morning.
You're talking Boys and Girls Club. Felicia Williams has the new director in with us and introduce her. So I'll turn it over to Felicia.
I'm here with Shelby Brown Anderson. Shelby comes from us all the way from Wayne County, Georgia.
Okay, introduce her again. I didn't have your mic up. Go ahead.
Okay, I am here to
introduce yourself and then what you're doing.
Okay, then I am Felicia Williams. I am Chief Volunteer Officer of the Boys and Girls Club, and I have Shelby Brown Anderson, and she is our new Chief Professional Officer at the Boys and Girls Club. She is heading up our organization and has come in and doing a fabulous job.
Okay, her name is Shelby
Brown Anderson.
Brown Anderson. Just want to write down here so I can remember it. Okay, go ahead, Felicia.
And I'm going to let her talk and tell a little bit about herself and her vision for the club, what she sees that we need to work on, and things that she plans to improve in the organization.
All right, Shelby, good morning.
Good morning. Well, once again, like Felicia said, I'm Shelby Brown Anderson, born and raised in Wayne County. I just graduated in December with my Psychology Human Services degree, which is a degree for humans that want to help other humans. So I'd say from the College of Coastal Georgia in Brunswick.
Okay,
so I'd say I'm in the right spot because I'm starting out with the smallest humans by helping them. I just have a huge vision for the club because I know how important it is to have mentors. And, we just create a safe, fun place for kids to come from 3:30 to 6:30 every day, which includes homework help, snack, fun time. We also got a new volleyball court that they've been hanging out on when the weather's been prettier. But we also provide dinner for each of them before they go home, which is so important because let's face it, at 6:30 when they get home, they're ready to camp out.
So you serve dinner for them?
We do. We serve dinner for them. Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
That's such a good point because...
So what time do y'all start serving? I get off at 5.
Oh, man. I'll save you a tray up front. Just come on and see us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Shelby. Bob and I are bachelors. We don't cook, so, we just try to go get a meal anywhere we can that's home cooked,
Well, you know what? I'll tell you where you can get a meal. On February 19th, we're having our Zaxby night. Zaxby night from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., 10% of each transaction that is made will go towards the club.
Okay.
So we've been able to do things like that to interact with the community and just put the Boys and Girls Club out there to show people we're here and we're doing such good things for the tiny humans.
Good for the tiny humans, huh? But some of them get up there pretty big, those teenagers now.
Oh, this is true. And that's something so important that some people don't realize that we do. We welcome teens. We're a club that's for ages 5 to 18 years old.
Right.
So the teens are welcome and all ages. They're all important.
What is your vision? I mean, what did you talk to the chief volunteer and her staff for, saying, please hire me. I've got a great vision for the Boys and Girls Club here in Wayne County.
Please hire me. I have a great vision of providing that safe and fun place to carry on their vision of making sure that our doors are open and welcoming to any child that needs help, or any child that needs a place to come, and that's just the biggest thing. So really right now our facility, what we'd like to look towards is just expanding to have more children. And right now our ADA, which is our total number of children that we have daily, we have about 80. So we're really excited. We also provide transportation. So we have buses that go out at 2:30 to make sure that they're at all the schools in Wayne County on time to pick up the children.
Okay. Felicia, do you remember how many years the Boys and Girls Club has been here? You know, the vision of some founders many years ago when we met in the tech center there over at the old Wayne County High School. It's been a long time, and we've had several directors and several volunteers, but the students that have been affected by the Boys and Girls Club has been numerous, and I know that it's been a great facility and great programs for them.
Well, I'm sure we have board members that could tell you the exact year, but I would be safe to say 10 to 12 years, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But one thing that, you know, Shelby hit on is, you know, our ADA, and, you know, the children come to the club with looking for a sense of belonging. You know, you have your children who are able or do take dance, cheerleading, football, basketball, and some of our children do, you know, participate in these sports. But more than anything, the organization is to be a club for the children, somewhere that they can go and have a sense of belonging after school. It's a safe environment that they enjoy being mentored and having and making new friends, and that's what we offer at the club. It's not somewhere that we just babysit. It's not somewhere where kids just have somewhere to go after school and hang out. I mean, they're supposed to have a sense of belonging, and it's a club. It's somewhere they want to go and be a part of, and they grow and they learn, and they, you know, have life skills that they learn. Shelby, talk about our curriculum a little bit of the different 5 areas that we implement.
Okay, one of our areas that we've been implementing is, in a sense, to teach the children how to implement healthy habits. Yesterday, we actually had one of our mentors put together healthy habit bingo, which I thought was really fun because it was able to make it to where, you know, she came in with it and she had cotton balls and this and toothbrushes and showers and that kind of deal to just show the children just a visual of the healthy habits that they'll be able to implement. Another one, personal health, exactly. And at all ages, we know that's very important for everybody to be able to learn. That's been something important we've been able to implement
Garden, you know,
with the garden. They've been having a great time with Mr. Jim in the community garden. They've been actually preparing lettuce to be able to plant for this spring, which has been something really exciting just to see the garden go from, you know, January 1st to now. I mean, it's already blossoming and preparing, and as I've heard, we have the best cucumbers in town, so I'm very excited about that.
Shelby Brown Anderson in here this morning, what is your official title there at the Boys and Girls Club?
I would say CPO.
Chief Professional Officer.
Chief Professional Officer, just the main honcho down there, the person that runs everything, okay? Tell us about your staff down there.
My staff, I'd like to start out with saying, from what I've seen so far, they are awesome. Every day they come in with putting their right foot forward to have a good day, because no matter what, it's for the children. And they get there. I have Miss Elaine Rentz, who actually does the financials. We have Tennille Stevens, who's our unit director. We have numerous volunteers, mentors that come in, and that is so important to make sure that every kid has the adequate amount of help that they need for that day.
Volunteers. How do people volunteer if they want to help out with the Boys and Girls Club?
If someone would like to come and volunteer, they would need to fill out a volunteer packet and pass a background check, so that way we can make sure all of our ducks are in a row, and we'd be more than happy to have them.
Okay, well, you've got a fan out there, Shelby, and I'm going to go ahead and read this text message.
Okay.
Folks, if you ever have any questions or comments for us here during the world-famous Butch and Bob Show or any other time, you can text us. Our main studio and business line is text-enabled, but during the show, you have to text because we answer the phone because we're talking on the air. All right, you can text us at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. Shelby, here's what the text says. Shelby Anderson will be great. It's all caps there.
Oh.
Shelby Anderson will be a great asset. Shelby Anderson will be a great asset to Wayne County and its children and young people. She has a wonderful blend of people and organizational skills and a compassion for children. There could not have been a better choice thrilled to hear this.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That is so awesome to hear.
I know the phone number, but I don't know the name. Even if I had the name up there, unless they said to use it, I wouldn't. But you got somebody out there who
Hey,
knows you.
I have that one fan going
You got
on.
that one fan.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay.
And as board chair, Shelby has come in. Not only is she sweet, pretty, energetic, she is very mature beyond her years and has handled every situation thus far just as I would handle it after being in business for 25 years. She's done a remarkable job.
Right,
Okay.
right. And partially, you know, I stayed in Wayne County after I graduated high school, and I would commute back and forth for college, but something that was able to teach me that is I worked at David's Clothing for 4 years, and they were able to kind of give me an overview of how businesses work. So that's all thanks to them for sure.
Well, the Bowens have been doing it for a long time down there.
Right,
so,
right.
They could teach you really good about business, dealing with the public, dealing with
yeah.
people, dealing with different situations and things of that sort. So you got a great education down there, David.
Right, right.
Yeah. Felicia, tell us a little bit about the board and who all you're involved with. You're CPO, but I know that you've got some other great folks that are involved with you.
We do. We have a wonderful board. I'm really excited about our board. They're working hard to support Shelby. One thing that we have said is Shelby's success will be board success because, you know, we have to give her the resources and the vision, help her with her vision to be successful. So we plan to do just that. But I am Chief Volunteer Officer. We have Nick Ellis, who is Chief Volunteer Officer-elect. Luke McBee is Treasurer, and Morgan Jones is our newly elected Secretary. We have serving on our board Air Elliott, Amy Denny, Will Murphy, Mickey Thomaston, Christy Jones, Wendy Kreger, Starla Sutton, Rhonda Stuckey. I'm trying to think of all these.
It's good to hear these names because, you know, it's changed so many times through the last almost 15 years that the Boys and Girls Club has been there. So volunteers have stepped forward as other ones have put their volunteer time into it and have moved on to the new folks. And it's worked out great.
It has, and we have a diverse board, and we work together, and we come together, and we do what needs to be done to support the organization. And, you know, one thing you'll see is Shelby, through the course of her tenure of being with the Boys and Girls Club, is going out to the community and seeking support. We have grants that we receive, the Boys and Girls Club, but we rely a lot on community support. And so Shelby will be out in the community, and we could not be open if it was not from the support of the community.
Because the tuition, which is a very minuscule amount that y'all charge.
Right.
I mean, really small amount that y'all charge for the kids to go there. It only pays a very small portion of your cost there. But you've got a fundraiser coming up, right?
We do have a fundraiser, but before we get to the fundraiser, I want to say this too, that talking about the cost and expense of the club, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, we were flooded. We had a wonderful facility at the high school, and the city of Jessup has been so supportive of the Boys and Girls Club. We can't thank them enough that we were able to move into the old Jessup Elementary. And so it's a work in progress. We've got a lot of work to do to get the facility up to par to be able to accommodate the amount of children we would like to serve.
Okay.
One thing that we struggle with is, and the school system is even battling, transporting children from school to home. Well, we battle these same circumstances with trying to get children from school to the Boys and Girls Club. Drivers are hard to find right now for school buses, and we have to have those same requirements. So, you know, if you are looking to volunteer and you have a CDL passenger endorsement and you're a safe driver by far carrying children, and you would like to help the Boys and Girls Club, please give us a call because, you know, that's one thing that we are battling, the same thing school systems are.
And it's a volunteer position.
Well, no, we have paid positions.
You have paid positions for drivers.
But if you want to volunteer, we take volunteers,
okay,
too.
Okay. But you got to have the CDL license,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And so all they got folks do is you got to apply. And what are the hours in that? Because for the Boys and Girls Club drivers.
Well, they, you know, it takes about an hour. So
It's
usually
afternoon, right?
Afternoon, from about 2:30 to about 4
Okay.
would be the
So
last
it's an
drop
afternoon
off.
job.
It's an afternoon
2:30
job.
to 4.
And if they decided and they were interested in becoming a mentor, it could go into the mentor position once they, get the children dropped off at the school.
Correct.
They could go into a mentor position. So it could be until 6:30. So 3 hours after school, 4 hours after school for max.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Fundraiser then.
Okay, raffle. Dan and Nancy Ogden and Hoke and Chrissy Ogden of Super Pond have put together and donated 4 guns for us to raffle, all profit for the Boys and Girls Club. So on March the 1st, we will be drawing, and I'm going to let Shelby tell the rest about the raffle.
Okay, Shelby.
Well, she wants me to tell what the guns are because neither one of us really know how to pronounce some of them.
Okay.
All right, a Remington 783 with scope, a Ruger 1022, a Rossi 410, and a Cricket 22 Youth will be the 4 guns that will be raffled.
Okay, and who donated these?
Hoke and Christy Ogden and Dan and Nancy Ogden of Super Pond in Hinesville.
Okay, Super Pond, Huntsville. Okay, Shelby, go ahead and tell us.
This is an awesome way to become involved with the Boys and Girls Club because we have, I want to say 500 tickets printed, $20 a piece, and with 1 ticket you get a chance to win one of the 4 guns. What could be better? I know Valentine's Day is around the corner. We'll be drawing on March 1st, but you can say, happy late Valentine's Day. I mean, not a problem for $20. You know, it's just a great way to become involved because like I've told anybody, you know, you can help change a life with the purchase of 1 ticket.
Okay.
And that is huge for us. So that is one of our fundraisers we have going on. Like I mentioned, February 19th at Zaxby's from 5 to 8 p.m. And also, I mean, to see the layout that we have for the year going on, it's huge.
And also, we are having a community meet and greet for Shelby on February the 15th at 6 p.m. at JG's. So this is the time that the community can come out.
You're going to have it where now?
Is it JG's?
JJ's.
JJ's. Well, we were talking about that. Some of us say
JJ's right there on East Cherry Street at Broad Street.
That's it. At 6 p.m. on February the 15th, it's a meet and greet to introduce the community to Shelby.
Okay, well, make sure you get that news released to Bob now so he can have it on the local news.
We will do that.
Okay, and Shelby, the Butch and Bob Show is always open to you and Felicia or anybody from the Boys Girls Club to come on and talk about what's coming up. Just don't make it a one-time thing. Make it a monthly thing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we thank you for your support. You know, without y'all are crucial with us being able to come in and get out our information to the community as well. So a huge thank you to y'all for allowing us to come in.
And get Bob's email address or the Big Dog staff and get all the information to it as often as you can so we can pass that information along to our listeners.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
for having us.
Congratulations on your new job there, Shelby Brown Anderson, the new, I'm just going to say executive director, down there at the Boys and Girls Club. She's new on the staff there. Just graduated one of them, what was that degree again?
Psychology, Human Services.
And which she'll need down there at the Boys and Girls Club. Not dealing with the kids, dealing with the staff. And the volunteers and everyone else, but also with the kids, I'm just kidding. But a great job the Boys and Girls Club does. It has been done. They've been a big supporter of the Boys and Girls Club since the first conception of it eons ago. And we're proud to see it continue on and serve the students of this area.
Right.
Very important.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, we've got another guest out there in the green room on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Christy, you'll start making your way back, and we'll have more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in 1 minute.
An exceptional car buying experience is closer than you think. Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear has the best prices, service, and selection. Why go anywhere else? At Mike Birch, you don't have to haggle, and you'll get top dollar for your trade. Our finance team's ready to help, even when others can't. No matter where you are, buying a new car has never been easier than at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and at MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner, right on the price. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch.
All right, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. And Christy Carter's in here this morning from the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning. Isn't it a great day to do business in Wayne County today?
Always a great day to do business in Wayne County. And Christy, tell us what's going on with the Chamber. You requested some time this morning. You're sitting here all perky and excited. As usual, so no one should be this perky in the morning, but that's great to see her. But come on, tell us what's going on.
Well, the Chamber has a Chamber Business Series. This is the third one for the year, and it's called Finding the Hidden Cash in Your Business. And it's like you and I said a minute ago, it's definitely not under a rock. So we definitely want folks to come out and attend this event, Lunch and Learn. It's actually tomorrow, Wednesday, February 7, from 12 to 1:30. Lunch provided at Coastal Pines Technical College. And you will find out ways to increase your cash flow, find out how to identify that hidden cash, where it might be, and learn strategies to increase your business profits.
Bob, have you ever found any hidden cash around here anywhere? I hadn't found any right yet. I'll start looking when we get off the air here. Maybe somebody's dropped a penny or something. Good. Finding hidden cash
in your business.
In your business.
Yes, and you know what? The Chamber's here to help businesses grow in Wayne County. That's one of our main goals we're the business hub for you here. And we'd love to have, you don't have to be a member to come to this. They just have to pay a little more, but it's $20 for members and 30 for guests. 20 for members and 30 for guests.
So it's going to be where and when?
It's at Coastal Pines Technical College tomorrow from 12 to 1:30.
Okay, a luncheon will be served.
Yeah,
is that right?
A delicious
Who's going to be
lunch.
speaking?
It will be David Lewis. He is with our UGA Small Business Development Center with the University of Georgia. And he's very qualified to speak on this subject. And
do you have just any, one hint that business people may find where the hidden cash is in their business?
You got to come to them.
I didn't know if you just had just one little hint, tidbit, nugget that you could probably lay out there this morning.
Sorry, no teaser.
Okay, no teaser. Okay. All right, go ahead.
So it's going to be sponsored by the Connor Law Group right here in town as well.
Mike and the gang?
Yeah, Mike and gang. And with the UGA Small Business Development Center, the Chamber itself, and then the event is actually, the whole quarter of events for this year is sponsored by Coastal Pines Technical College.
Okay.
So they're our title sponsor for the year. So we want to help you, so let us help you by attending this event. Finding the hidden cash.
I was just looking at Bob's shoes. You don't have, is that red or orange shoes you have on there, Bob? They better not be orange. They're red. Okay, just the way the fluorescent light's looking at them. I was beginning to worry there a little bit. All right, what else is on the agenda there?
This is the main thing I really want to plug today. I think I'm back tomorrow, so stay tuned for tomorrow's
So you are back tomorrow. I didn't know if it was today or tomorrow, both days, or what days it was.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to talk about something else that's coming up on Thursday. I don't want to confuse the public, so right now register for this one. Sorry?
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. So the luncheon tomorrow at Coastal Pines Technical College, how to find hidden cash in your business, things that you may be overlooking, business folks. And if you're like me, you're always looking to find a little extra cash.
Yep.
Because the people that you owe money to is always knocking on the door. So you try to find the cash.
And this is for all types of businesses.
Yeah, every kind
startup businesses,
service
all the
business
way,
too,
every
service
kind.
and retail, right?
Every kind. And I promise you will benefit from this. So do register, let us know you're coming, so we'll make sure we have a lunch for you.
Okay, sounds good.
And call the Chamber, 427-2028.
2028, right down the middle of the dial there. Okay, have a good day, Christy. All right. WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country, 105.5 FM in Jessup, 831, world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup, just down from the Big Red Caboose. Also brought to you by Republic Services, Jessup Premium Storage, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Butch Everett here with you, back with you after not feeling too well for several days. I appreciate Jonathan sitting in for me, riding the saddle here while I tried to heal up, so I didn't share that with everybody down here at the radio station. And so I appreciate him very much for sitting in. So thank you very, very much there, Jonathan. 8:31, and let's check in with news from Fox News Radio. We got state news from the Georgia News Network coming your way. We got a giveaway coming your way. Quick look at sports. What happened on this day in history? And we're going to get all that in the next 25 minutes, so stay tuned.
The stock market roller coaster appears ready for another big drop. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Futures are down this morning.
The sky is not